The next type of energy we're going to be learning about is sound. I want to show you a little something before I tell you about sound. I have two cans here. I emptied them out. One of them I'm turning upside down, so we have it up here like the drum. The other one is empty, and I stretched out some cellophane on top and held it down with a rubber band in case you want to try this at home. And I just have them side by side. They're not touching. On the top of the one with the cellophane, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of salt. And then I have this butter knife that I'm going to use as like a drum, as a mallet. So let me see if I can do this without totally disconnecting my phone so I can show you what happens. All right, there's the can with the salt. You can see the salt. Here's the hollow can without, and I'm just going to tap on this. Be watching the can with the salt while I tap. Those pieces of salt are moving even though I'm not touching that can at all. Any ideas? All right, what is happening is a vibration. All sound is created by a vibration, and we're actually seeing that vibration moving through the air. Have you ever been going through town and stop at a stoplight, and particularly when the weather's warmer and your window's down, and a car drives up next to you and their music is up so loud that the bass is shaking your car, and if you look at that rear view mirror, you can actually see it vibrating to the beat of their music. It is actually feeling the vibrations of the sound. All sounds created by vibrations. Take your fingers and lightly put them beside your voice box. Don't push, just lightly, right about here. And just make a humming sound. You should be able to feel that vibration through your fingers. So all sound, whether it's a radio, whether it's our voices, your pet's bark or meow, any instruments, all those sounds are created by vibrations. These vibrations are traveling in waves. Have you ever been at, let's say, like a football game right here in town before COVID? And the band will be playing the instruments and the songs and getting the crowd worked up and excited. And they'll sometimes start the crowd in a wave where they'll start at one end and go up and back down, and it'll move its way through the crowd. Here, I'll show you an example of a wave. When the crowd does this, the wave is actually moving through them. Okay, they are the medium through which the wave is traveling. Sound has to have a medium to travel through, and this medium comes in the form of matter. So sound can travel through a gas, a solid, a liquid. Without this medium, we wouldn't have sound at all. Remember when we learned about the planets? Here's a flashback. Hey, 5th grade. I bet you can guess what our next unit is. We are going to start learning about outer space. In our outer space unit, we talked about how sound needs a medium to travel, and this includes gas. So within our atmosphere, sound travels easily through our atmosphere because there is a gas, which is a type of matter for those sound particles to travel through. In outer space, there is not that atmosphere, so the same medium is not there. So technically, if I was trying to teach from outer space, you wouldn't be able to hear a sound. Let's look at this bell. When it makes a sound, what is vibrating to make that sound? What is the medium? Which direction do you think that sound is traveling? Is it traveling straight down from the bottom of the bell? Or is it traveling in all directions? When we learned about light, we learned that light traveled in a straight line. Sound actually travels in all directions. I could turn around and speak to the wall, and you would still be able to hear me. Here are the facts that we need to know about sound. Sound is a form of energy. All sound is created by vibrations. Sound travels in the form of waves, and these waves travel in all directions. Lastly, sound must have a medium through which the sound waves can travel. Without this medium, there won't be any sound.